You've seen her comedy concerts in all the big cities, like Zor, Ohio at the Elks Lodge, at bingo halls in Stockholm, Wisconsin, and working the retirement home in Louisiana, Missouri. And now you hear her thoughts on her No Reason podcast. Here's Nola J, the chocolate blonde, on the No Reason podcast.
Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
Welcome to the No Reason podcast. I'm your host, Nola J, aka Chocolate Blonde, aka Jizzle.
And I'm your co-host, Young Swizzy Suave, aka Young Suave Sutra, aka Suaverati, aka Suave Mente, aka COVID free. You know me.
Oh my God. Why so many?
I mean, we gotta make sure everybody knows who I am.
They know who you are. I mean, Suave, Swizzle, that's cool. What's all that other extra shit?
Well, some people is like, I like Suave Mente.
No, I don't know. It's always something different though.
But that's how you gotta be.
All right, we're just gonna move on. I hope everyone had a great week. I had a good week. What did I do for this week?
What you do, Jizzle?
Well, I listened to everything. I watched some sports. I went to a beer garden because everyone has to go outside. I binge watched a lot of shows. There's a lot of shows I binge watched. I caught up on The Boys. I don't know if anybody out there watching The Boys. It's on
Which one?
Prime Video.
Oh, okay.
You don't know about that. Suave doesn't watch TV, so I don't even know why he asked that
Maybe he
dumbass
has some
question.
kids or something.
No, I don't know. I don't have kids.
Oh.
What else did I do? I felt like I did a lot, but I can't remember. So it was a good week though. I got a gig coming up. I forgot to get my dates on the website for that. So that's coming up in Wisconsin. I'll be in Lake Geneva. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, you about to late.
Sure. You don't even know. You're not even from here. You don't know where Lake Geneva's from, do you? You have no idea.
It's like a watch coming
You
out.
just,
Is that-
I mean, it is by the lake. That's obvious. I mean, that's
Facts.
freaking
Yeah.
obvious, dude. So how was your week? What was you up to? Here we go. You go and tell us
Thanks for all
shit.
these questions. But now my week was good. You know, we just working, a lot of work. Trying to stay out the rain. You feel me? I watched a little bit of sports. Watched the Bucks lose. I watched the Lakers win. Football started again. I ain't really too big in the NFL early in the season, but yeah, just I've been keeping pretty busy myself.
You ain't said shit.
I
As usual.
am doing a bunch of podcasts now all of a sudden. So
You doing podcasts? You did some more podcasts?
yeah.
Where? Which podcast did you do?
No, I'm doing a bunch, so I'm setting all that up.
Oh,
where-
you're setting it up. You haven't
Yeah.
done any. Okay.
There's a lot of work involved with producing podcasts, with editing, and
So that's what you're into now?
that's the move right now.
That-
YouTube and podcasting.
Okay. What did
Yeah.
so no more marketing or what?
Well, that's part of the marketing. So basically, my company is going to be helping people set up either YouTube channels or podcasting, same way you have yours set up. And then we market the actual with the content that they create, as opposed to the old way, which was a little harder.
Come a long way, Swizzle. Now you produce a podcast.
Hey, I gotta do go
Okay.
what you
Well,
know.
I got one. It's called No Reason.
I mean, we on it.
Oh, okay. Well, hope you produce this one.
NolaJComedy.com.
Okay, we seriously though. So in our city, we at like 4.1 phase. Everybody laughs when I keep saying this. 4.1 phase or whatever. So pretty much
For the reopening.
reopening, we pretty much gonna be about 100% by Friday, I
What
think.
version is that?
Because a lot of restaurants and stuff were able to submit these applications to be 100% open. And it was like over 400 of them or something like that. So we gonna be fully open. We pretty much open, to be honest, except the casino is not all the way.
In the stadium.
And our dad really loves the casino. And since Potawatomi has been closed, and now it's reservations only, and I don't think they're open up where you can just go in like back in the day in the middle of the night.
Nah.
He's been disappearing at night.
Yeah, and pretty weird because I was leaving the office one night. It's like 11 o'clock. And he's a night owl. He's a musician.
Right.
He sleeps during the day and he's up in the evenings. And I hit him up like around 9, 10 o'clock. And I'm like, hey, I'm moving some stuff out. Can you help me use your truck? It's all quiet when he answers the phone. Ain't nothing going on. There's usually a TV or something going on, some music.
Dead silence.
It's dead silent. I'm like, hello, Dad. I'm are you gonna be free? He was like, where are you gonna be at? I was like, I'm downtown. He was like, okay, I'll be in your area in about an hour.
So like,
What
area.
At an hour. That's 11 o'clock at night. Where you at? 11
yeah, where you? So we want to know where our dad is creeping off in the middle of the night. Like,
and that was the first time.
Oh, so okay. Some background. Swizzle, of course, stays with Pop, so he knows these patterns. He brought it to my attention. So he's going to describe all these different little incidents that we're trying to figure out where Pops is going. Oh, you ain't gonna snitch too much.
Nah, I ain't gonna Kobe him, but I think it was before we were doing another episode, and I was gonna hit him up, and he was just gone. Like it was 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, and when he goes to Potawatomi, he usually takes his date because now they allow guests. It's like the bubble.
Right. You can bring in a guest.
So I know he ain't going to Potawatomi because she'd be right there. So I don't know where he's going. He ain't in the studio because he would have told me, but he ain't said nothing. He was like, usually it will come out. I've been, the last few weeks I've been whatever it will be.
Right.
I'm going to Chicago to talk to a lawyer or something. He'd be talking.
Well, he called me on Sunday and he was like, well, first of all, I was like, he called me on Sunday and I was like in the bathroom or something. So I didn't answer. So then when I came back to my phone, I saw he called, but he left a voicemail and he was all like, why aren't you answering my phone? This is your dad. You're supposed to answer my phone. Call me back. Or my phone. I'm like, okay, weirdo. So I called him back and he was like, you want to come watch a Packer game with me? And I'm like, he's like, no, maybe not. I was like, no, because you're bad luck. Like when I watch the game with him, we lose.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's right. You said every time you watch the game, we lose. So I brought it up. I said, hey, Dad, where are you creeping off at that night? Where are you going, man? He was like, what are you talking about? I said, dude, I'm ready to put on like one of them little fake glasses, the mustache and the nose, get my car and follow you on Friday nights. Where are you going, Dad?
Yeah.
He laughed at my little scenario of following him, and he never really answered the question. That's all I'm saying. So this is a new thing me and Swizz are on. We're trying to figure out what's up with Pops at night.
So we'll give you guys updates every week.
Yeah, we're going to update you guys. I'm going to start following them. See, yeah, you don't believe me. I'm going to start following them. All right, let's move on. Let's get into some stuff because we are going to try to make this short and sweet. I said it every time, but at least an hour. Okay, so the Bucks, we got out. Matter of fact, there was no number one seed that moved on in the Eastern Conference. So it is what it is. And everyone, this is what irritates me. Everyone's always trying to say, oh, Giannis is leaving because blah, blah, blah. But people got to understand, once again, Giannis asked for some of the stuff that we did this season for him.
So it'd be messed up if he left.
And Giannis is not going anywhere. He said it 1,000 times. And anyone who really follows Giannis, as a Giannis fan, knows this. So then something else recently happened. I'm just going to sum this all in one because I don't want to keep reading the rest of it. Giannis unfollowed all of the Bucks players and it became a headline. If you, like I said, if you're a true Giannis fan, Bucks fan, he does that after every season. Then he had a 3-4 hour meeting with the owners and everyone. And they say they're going to do whatever it takes. So they should. So I guess we're talking maybe Chris Paul's coming in this direction. Who knows? I don't know. My thing is, and I might have said this last week, I want some thug life on our team. I want a Jimmy Butler. I want a Rondo. I want a J.R. Smith. I want I want some thug life, some passion. We want a championship or ring type thugs on the team right now. That's what, and a vet. And a
Yeah.
vet to teach Giannis how to be hard too, as well. Giannis played at Disney hard. I need him to be real hard. Not, you know what I
Didn't
mean?
he headbutt somebody? Like,
I mean, headbutt and he do that little fake mean mugging, but I can't take his mean mugging serious because he's a Greek freak. I mean, he's super tall. He's just a Greek freak. I need him to get thug life. I need him to get thug life. So I need some thug life on the Bucks. So that sums up what's going on with the Bucks. I did have something about 11-point guards the Bucks could get off season. Take a look at this real quick. I'm gonna get the Bucks out the way, as you can see, because the season will be right back up in December. So we good. That's another thing. I was like, we start right back up.
well, they kind of
2-3 months.
They pushed it back, didn't they? They rescinded on the December startup.
I don't want to go through all that. It doesn't matter. The season's not going to take a whole season. You know what I'm saying? The next season will be here in a few minutes.
Because before we know it, we'll have ball out there balling.
Oh, here we go about this ball shit. All right. So, anyways, Packers football is back. I'm happy. Your Washington, what is the Washington football team?
It's WFT. WFT. Hail to the WFT.
Your team is called the Washington football team.
Yeah, my man Dan Snyder said, you know what? We might can just roll with this. Because the fans like the jerseys. That's why he's responding like that. The jersey color is an improvement on what they were before. So it doesn't have as much of that gold in it. So he's basically saying it's possible that they just stick with the Washington football team forever, which would be interesting.
It's the uniform for us. Okay, but it's the same colors.
Yeah, it's a little more sleek though.
Because it's new. That's all. It's new. It's new. Who's had to change their shit recently? No one. The Redskins.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's new stuff. So it looks better.
Yeah. But I mean, if they keep winning, that could be another factor.
So y'all gonna go with the Washington football team.
That's
no a sad ass name.
No mascot.
No mascot.
I mean, the mascot was the Chief.
Oh, that's right.
He passed away, but now it's just a letter.
So y'all ain't got no mascot. Y'all got this generic football name.
It's like when you create a team on a video game, you don't have a logo. They just stick with the first letter of the name. They just a W.
I feel bad for you, dude.
Hey, as long as they keep winning, they got a good young quarterback. They got a good young defensive player.
That's just so. It's just, how do you root for that? Just plain. Let's go Washington football team.
It's hilarious, right? Like it's like the artist formerly known as Prince, like an artist, right? It's like
it sounds stupid, but anyways, the Packers won. Yay, Rodgers look good. The only thing is that I have to bring up, because we hadn't paid Rodgers so much money. We got so many new people on our squad. I was like, who is the hell are these people? I was sitting there confused. I was like, I'm looking up people. Like, where did he come? What? Hold on, who's him? So that's what happens when you're one of the highest paid quarterbacks. And it was
no preseason where you could actually
that's another thing. There's no preseason, so we didn't know who, what, whatever. So it is what it is. We won. I'll figure out how them people are at some point. He doesn't have a girlfriend right now, so we good. That's how I know we gonna be fine.
So when he's single, he's focused.
We hated that race car chick, Bunker. She got on social media and tried to.
Talk about Danica Patrick.
Whatever her name is. She was a hater. Okay, when you date Rodgers, all his girlfriends are haters. We do not like him dating.
They hate him or hate.
We don't like him dating. So they get it. Olivia Dunn, she got it. She got so mad. I think she got off Twitter at one point because the fans was killing her.
Oh.
And Danica, whatever the broad's name is, she had to go. And now she's like on social media trying to talk about the breakup. Whatever. So he's single. So we'll be good. Let's go into the NBA. Let's go to the bubble. the Clippers lost. That was another what?
Being up 3-1 and then lost.
So basically, you only have one number one seed in the playoffs this time. Lakers. That's it.
Yeah. Houston. Yeah, they took care of Houston. Houston's there. They might dismantle their whole team.
Westbrook is my boy, but damn, them few games being off had him so out of it where he was just turning shit over and confused. I mean, I'm like, damn.
The two players that just confusing was Westbrook on Houston and Pandemic P on the Clippers.
Yeah.
Paul George.
I don't know what happened.
Fell off a cliff.
I don't know what happened.
And it wasn't just him in that elimination game. It was Kawhi ain't play well either. But he just turned into, I don't know. So both of them teams, I know the Houston coach, he's gone. He said he's not.
He's like, I'm done.
And he might go to.
He's like, I'm done. I can't do.
He might go to New Orleans, so he'll bring that fast pace to the balls, the Brandon Ingram.
Why does the balls always have to come up? Why do we always have to on New Orleans? I mean, Nola, I love it. It's Nola, New Orleans. I get it.
We can't talk basketball without saying ball. It's just a fact.
Anyhow.
So yeah, the Lakers are waiting. So Denver won.
Yeah. So
we got LA versus Denver,
which is random as fuck. That's random.
Yeah, they were one of the top teams. I mean, let's not.
They were, but everyone knew it was Clippers and Lakers and the Bucks and probably even the Celtics.
Yeah, the Heat. So Heat got hot.
So all these other second, third, whatever seeds except the Lakers. So
they'll be in the finals.
So the bubble. So that's what it was. The bubble had them other cats. Once they was focused and enclosed, they was able to get their game better. You think
it helped players that don't play well on the road, like travel.
That's honestly, I don't know what sports show I was watching. They were saying they looking into it. They're noticing that it is better play when they're not traveling and going to different spots. So they trying to say now they're looking into it. Like, is this something that might be a long-term type thing to help the league, because they notice when they're not traveling doing all that, they on point.
Yeah, because like players like Jamal Murray from the Denver, he's averaging like 40 a game.
Right.
Those players, it's not the crowd so much that has the effect on the road. It's the routine, like the plane, the flight. You're flying in one day. Sometimes it's delayed, so you're coming in the evening and you play the next day. You got shoot around, like. It's the routine for when you're at home. You're showing at the crib, you get your rest, you get to show up to the game. It's just more relaxed. So it's more so that. And then the playoffs is condensed. You're going back and forth. So you're seeing a lot of players ball out that never really were consistent before.
It is cool. I've been enjoying watching it. It's sad that my team is gone, but it is what it is. So let's keep it moving. House was out. Speaking of Houston. House. He was under investigation because he broke the bubble rules, which this makes absolutely no sense to me. He was on Houston Rockets, but he was booted from the bubble for violating the safety protocols. He brought back the COVID testing lady to his room. So the chick that gave the COVID test to them,
right?
He brought it back to her room. Who's in the bubble with him?
So he needed a retesting.
I don't know what he needed, but I don't understand how it's a violation if they in the bubble. She gives the COVID test. Well, I'm confused.
None of it makes sense to me. I mean, they all have basically been quarantining for months.
So right, the whole purpose of them being in the bubble is someone will catch this COVID. Period. Unless you think you can get COVID through having sex.
Which they alleged.
Maybe. I don't know if they did or if they didn't. Like, I'm confused.
Fauci was like, hit it from the back, don't hit it from the front.
I don't know. I'm confused.
But
I'm super confused.
Yeah, I mean, the whole NBA, that whole bubble situation is just kind of, I don't know what the premise is, but
I can't wait for the
this team ended up losing the game and getting eliminated. So
I can't wait for the documentary. I
Speak-
cannot wait for it.
The Bubble documentary.
Oh my God, I can't wait, man. You know that's gonna be dope. They recording all this. Come on.
Speaking of documentaries, Magic hinted at a Showtime Lakers documentary coming out 2021.
Yeah, we knew that. I told you that. I told Dad that so he could finally see Magic Johnson. He was happy.
Yeah.
They announced that around when they had the last dance.
Yeah.
So I told him Pops is ready since that's his favorite player in the world. Okay, we're gonna quickly get through sports and then take a break and come back with no reason stories. Damian Lillard did a rap song with Snoop, tributing Kobe Bryant. That was dope. Charles Barkley made fun of LeBron James having on a do-rag. He was like, dude don't have a hairline, so he was really confused.
That's ridiculous.
Westbrook got in a shouting match with Rondo's brother and told him. Now, I was confused because when I first saw the headline, I'm like, was he a virtual fan? If he's a virtual fan, just cut his ass off. Like, just shut his
Like
little
yelling at the
computer, whatever, yelling at the screen. I'm like, Westbrook really argued with a virtual fan?
Throw a
No.
rocket.
Rondo brother was actually there and still got into it. It's just funny how Westbrook always get into it with somebody.
So they bringing hecklers into.
Well, he got kicked out. His brother got kicked out.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol had a daughter, and his daughter's middle name is after Kobe's daughter, Gianna. Your boy Lorenzo Ball leaves Rock Nation for Clutch Sports.
He left Jay-Z for LeBron. This is interesting because Anthony Davis signed with Clutch, and what's the owner of New Orleans? I forget his name, but basically they ended up with bad blood because obviously he stopped playing that whole end of last season,
right?
And he was on minutes restriction, and he basically forced them to trade him. So they're looking into it like, okay, he's signing with LeBron now. Is there going to be bad blood between management, and is he going to force, because he's in the contract year coming up, is he going to force some kind of move? So we'll see. You know, everything the ballers do is big.
Oh
so.
my God, dude! Seriously?
What you mean?
You are Stan. I don't get it.
They just my bros.
I don't get it. How are they bros? The only reason I really rock with them is because they play for the Nola. Period.
Well, one of them does.
Well, one, whatever. All right, you guys, that is in the sports. I don't think there's anything else. Conor McGregor, sexual assault case somewhere in some country. Who knows? It'll get dropped. Who cares? Charles Oakley. I was watching Dancing with the Stars last week. He can't dance for shit. He's on Dancing with the Stars. Charles Oakley from the New York Knicks. Old school. This shit is hilarious. He danced like Master P when Master P was on Dancing with the Stars.
I didn't even see that.
It's horrible. Yeah. What else is going on in the sports? Cam Newton, and he looked like Jim Carrey in that damn yellow ass suit. That Jim Carrey movie that Jim Carrey was in. Mask. That's what the Cam Newton in that yellow suit. What the hell?
But I'm pretty sure his coach is glad to not be dealing with Tom. They ended up with bad blood.
Right. Tom Brady didn't do shit. They lost. Tampa Bay and them lost. What else happened in football? I'm trying to make sure I cover everything. Oh, that Bears, which I hate the Bears and Lions because, Bears, Lions, and Minnesota is our division. I can't stand any of them. Bears, Lions, the Bears came back and won 27-23. They showed the end of that game. That was pretty decent. The Steelers, my Steelers, they showed that big sign that says they don't support racism or something. I got that wrong. I apologize, but they made a big stand in the beginning of the game on Monday night. Were you about to say something?
Yeah, the thing that threw me off was when I looked on the TV and saw those players outside of the Las Vegas stadium.
Oh, that's
the
Las
Vegas Raiders.
That was killing me the whole entire time. I had switched onto the game where they're showing highlights of and Las Vegas has the ball. I'm like, Las Vegas has what? It's so weird here in Las Vegas. You go to Vegas I'm about to go for my birthday for a week. I just booked a flight. I'm always in Vegas. It's weird to hear when they said Las Vegas got the ball. It threw me off. I'm used to NLV, LNV. I can't even talk right now.
LNV?
Las Vegas, the university. I can't even.
Oh, UNLV.
UNLV. Why I say LNV?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anywho,
Loving.
UNLV. Shut up. Yeah, I'm used to that, and I'm not. And back then, you weren't allowed to have professional sports in Vegas because of gambling and all that other stuff. And now that they have it, when they say Las Vegas, it was weird.
It is weird.
It was weird. It's gonna take some time to get used to too. The Washington team in Las Vegas gonna take a minute.
Yeah.
And which way you going to? I'm gonna get used to Las Vegas before I get used to the Washington football team. That is so generic.
It's like, what do you call it? Do you call them the football team?
Hey, there's my football team
has the ball.
Hey, that's my football team. What's the name of your team? Football team. You know, the football team.
Yeah.
We're the Packers. What y'all? Football team. What? Washington.
And it's hilarious looking at the standings. You got football team at the top. And then you got like the Eagles, the Cowboys. Like, man, did they not finish? They created a team and Madden didn't finish.
Oh my god! And your guy want to stick with it though.
Hey, he said, man, he's all about the money. So if he's making money and
he's like, yeah, this is good. I don't see what the problem is.
Man, I'd have did this 10 years ago.
That's wow. That's crazy. What else happened? Oh, tennis. I can never pronounce her last name. I'm not gonna go there. The little young queen. She won, and she was always representing the mass with Breonna Taylor and all that dope stuff. And I'm not gonna mess her name up because I'll butcher it.
So she's a tennis player, just like the.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it at that.
Okay.
I'm horrible because I want to do justice of saying her full name. She's like Japanese, black. And I'll mess it up. So, you know what, you guys? We're gonna take a break.
Let's take a break so we can make some money from our sponsors.
From our one sponsor, we make some money for our one sponsor.
And if you guys want to sponsor, hit up NolaJComedy.com and get in touch with the team.
Yeah, reach out and sponsor. All right, we'll be back. When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions. Like, how do I record an episode? How to get my show into all the apps people like to listen to? How do I make money from this podcast? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is the one-stop shop for recording, hosting your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free, and it's ridiculously easy to use. Even my chocolate blonde self can use it. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading this ad. I love it. It's simple. You know, I'm an airhead, so I just put things together. Has all the tools you need. I can distribute this to all kind of platforms. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, wherever you listen to your podcast, you can have your podcast there. So if you always wanted to start your podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. We are back. Before we start this second half, I want to give a shout out to my little bro who passed away about 5 years ago. It is now his birthday. So I want to say happy birthday to B. I miss you. Rest in heaven. I just had to get that out. So Swizzle.
What's happening?
We back.
We back in the mix without the sticks.
What, dude? Serious?
Or stirs, like the stirs.
You're horrible at rhyming. Your lyrics are horrible. You can't get it together.
Let's let the fans decide.
The fans decide? You couldn't even use like the stirs. That is not hip hop. That was not hip hop at all. You know, that wasn't hip hop, dude. That was not hip hop. All right, back to me not remembering that young queen's name, and I didn't want to disrespect her name by saying it incorrectly, I'm going to say the first name, and Suave will take care of the last name. The only reason I didn't say the whole entire name is because I want to say her entire name. So Naomi,
Osaka,
there we go.
like the place in Japan, Osaka.
So yeah, shout outs to her. She's dope as hell. She showed up every match, representing, protesting, and winning. They thought she wasn't gonna make it because I think she hurt her hand, or what's that, hamstring?
Hamstring?
I don't know, dude. That shot that we just took, hamstring.
Oh, hamstring.
Hamstring. It's a shot. It's a shot. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Look, before we did this podcast, I was at a beer garden.
I tore my hamstring.
Anywho, so they didn't think she was gonna make it. They didn't think she could do it, and she did it, and she rocked it, and she was protesting, and I'm very happy for her because you guys remember she's the one who had the match against Serena, and everybody made a big deal out of it. They made her cry to the point she couldn't enjoy when she had beat Serena. Do you remember that?
Nope.
Dude.
How long ago was that?
Oh, well, I've kind of followed tennis, and it's Black Girl Magic too. So this is a strong win. So I'm happy for the young queen. So congratulations,
Congrats to her.
Naomi.
Osaka.
There we go.
Is it the stage?
I don't know. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yes.
Don't do it. Leave her
It might
name.
even be the capital of Japan.
Leave her name alone. All right, y'all. Let's get into these no reason stories. We got a lot of them. So we're not going to read them all. We'll read some titles and discuss some stuff. So, Swizzle, you looking like you having a hard time. What's going on, man? You need some reading glasses?
Nah.
Swizzle's too young to need reading glasses. You can't see the screen?
I can see my screen. What
Okay.
you talking about?
All right. Well, let's get it started. Eminem's home invader says he was there to kill the rapper, according to the court reports. You guys remember back in the day when I think it was earlier this year, someone broke
Back
into
in
it. Well, listen, this damn COVID got me
lockdowns and
confused. I don't even, back in the day is like yesterday.
Back when you can shake hands.
Right. That's what I mean. Back in the day was like March. Okay.
Right.
Old school right at this point is January. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Back when kids went to school.
Yeah, back when kids went to school, back in the day that was like February. So I'm on that. So anywho, Eminem had a dude break into his home, stood over his bed, mad. I would have had a heart attack. I wouldn't be here. I would have had a heart attack. If I wake up and somebody is standing over my bed.
I mean, then what happened?
Well, I don't know. I have no idea what happened because things is not really loading up for me for this story. So the bottom line is he's gone to court. Dude didn't kill him, but dude said he wanted to kill him. I think with the story, Eminem brought out a gun or something. I'm thinking. I don't remember. So, next story, Florida, for no reason. A Florida man confessed to killing his mother after arguing over orange juice and air conditioning.
Aren't oranges famous in Florida? Like, isn't it like the Florida oranges?
Right, and air conditioner because it's hot as fuck. So, like, even like Vegas, like when you live in cities like Florida or Florida's a state, but I had to correct myself. When you live in states like Nevada and Florida, it's hot, so everyone has AC. Like every house, well, where my parents and my mom and my nieces live, everyone's got AC and everyone's got a pool. Like that's just like normal.
That's how you deal with it,
right? You have no other choice because it's hot. So I don't know what's going on here. I really don't.
They was heated.
It's Florida. Sure. See what I mean? Heated. Here you go with your puns. It's Florida. All right, let's move on. Oh, check this out. Little Debbie is teaming up with Kellogg's for oatmeal cream pie cereal. Have you ever had a Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie?
You want to talk about back in the day? Yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day, like March.
Nah, like 2008.
Well, listen, They are the shit. They making a cereal out of it.
Ah,
I'm there for it.
I bet.
I am. I love them
I
little
bet you try it
pies.
once and be like, okay, I had
No,
it.
I'm gonna try it once. No, dude, I'm not gonna make it a habit. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna get these joints. I don't eat cereal like that, but I'm gonna try it. All right, this story is strictly for me. Don Suave could care less. Um, Jon Hamm. For anybody who watched Mad Men, know Jon Hamm. Jon Hamm was hot, Don and Mad Men. But back in a few years ago, there was a picture that showed up on the blogs and on the gossip sites and probably People magazine. It was an imprint of his penis, and it was huge. So he sued. I think he sued the paparazzi or something. Um, and courts came back and said that they didn't break any copyright laws when they published the paparazzi shot showing Jon Hamm's pants bulge.
So they sued him for defamation.
It didn't. He was. I didn't think you cared. I thought this was just for me. I thought this story is for me. Now you're gonna make me have to explain it. I mean, because I remember seeing a picture. I watched Mad Men. I saw the picture, and I was like, "Whoa, that's nice. That's wonderful." So when I saw that he went to court about his big penis, I needed to know why.
That's why he went to court.
Apparently, there was no copyright. I really don't know where I was going with this story. I told you it's just for me. Do you remember? I told you that.
It's no longer just for you now.
It was just for me. All right, here's something that's really dope happening. Go ahead, Swizzle. You can.
Yeah, Charlemagne.
Yes.
So Charlemagne and God is launching a podcast network, and
Black Effect podcast on iHeartRadio.
Right, and it's gonna host a ton of podcasts, a lot of popular podcasts that are out right now, including I guess he's partnered with iHeartMedia to do it, and it's gonna be an umbrella network with podcasts like Drink Champs. That's like the most popular one. What else we got? We got.
Well, the cool thing I like about this was so dope as
All the Smoke.
Swizzle keeps going through the different podcasts. Some of the podcasts that he on there, I've been listening to them since they started. Like Drink Champs is the shit. I love Drink Champs, so Nori. And I also love it because Nori tweeted me back and answered my tweet. I always say that.
Yeah.
But so Charlemagne is starting this Black Effect podcast network. So all our podcasts, the culture, is under this umbrella. And he's bringing a lot of people in, and the things that he has on there is all we've been listening to it. We know our culture. We think it's awesome. We love it. We think it's dope. They've inspired me. Drink Champs is the one that made me really want to do a podcast besides being a comedian. I have other comedians I looked up that were doing it. But once I saw Nori come back and killing it, like rapper turned to like podcaster, show dude, I'm like, funny, hilarious, and I think a lot of us was inspired by Nori. The culture was. That's why there's so many. I listen to Horrible Decisions all the time. A lot of this name on the list, I listen to a lot of them.
85 South show.
85 South. Oh, Carlos and Chico and there's Carlos Chico.
DC.
Fly, very funny, good podcast. All that. So the culture is having it. iHeart is doing it, and Charlemagne is over it. And
he said the quote about it is blackness has an immediate culture shifting effect on everything. Blackness controls the cool. Blackness is the culture, but black voices are not monolithic. So he's starting this network to basically show the diverse thoughts and ideas of black culture. And yeah.
And he said it. So like I listened to Brilliant Idiots, which is his podcast with Andrew Schultz, very funny comedian out of New York, hilarious dude. They teamed up together. They came from Guy Code from MTV. He's bringing a lot. Charlemagne's bringing a lot of things. He kept talking about that because some of these podcasts that are on there, I learned from Charlemagne because he'd be a guest on some of them. I'd be like, whoa, okay, Charlemagne over here. Horrible Decisions. Andrew Schultz. It's the bottom line. This is good shit.
Which is a good strategy because he's bringing his fame, his name to
Yeah.
bring up all these podcasts.
But he would go on them. The thing I'm saying is like all these podcasts, I started with them just like I'm starting. I started with them from episode 1. And I'm like, when I saw this, I was like, whoa, there might be a chance for me. There might be. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, most definitely.
But it gave me hope, like, oh, yo, okay. Because I've been listening to all of them. They inspire me.
Yeah.
So it's dope. It's super dope. All right.
You know who I think should have a podcast or turn their thing into a podcast is the whole versus battles.
The verses, I promise you, Switz Beats and Timberland and them and Apple are working something out. We don't know what it will be, but they're doing something because I'm noticing now the verses are becoming more and more structured.
Yeah.
And I love that because that's what hip hop was. I grew up on hip hop. So I was there when hip hop started. When hip hop was just.
I was there. You need a shirt. I was there.
I was there for hip hop. And then I'm watching it now. It's commercial. There's brands. You got Travis Scott selling the shit out of McDonald's and shit we've always done. We always did French fries and barbecue sauce. Dude is getting like, yo, he's getting paid for He's got a whole gear of it. He's got slippers. He got a chicken McNugget pillow.
Slippers?
Dude, Travis Scott got a lot of shit with the McDonald's gear.
As long as they ain't got them KFC slippers with the
listen,
scented.
Sprite, the things he did is with the culture we did that he get paid off of. That's how we eat. Used to eat. I don't have a McDonald's like that in a minute, but that's how we used to eat McDonald's. That's how we used to eat McDonald's. He's getting paid for it. The culture is getting paid. Podcast, this is just dope. I'm just really excited about it.
At least been Chick-fil-A.
And I hope I get on it because I'm going to work really hard to do that. I am.
Your time is coming.
I really am. Okay, so let's move on. Me and Swizzle watched the sign language of the WAP.
Right.
We now know. I didn't listen. When I was in school, I learned how to do the ABCs. Hello, I love you, because I had deaf people in my class, so I learned sign language. But I never learned pussy. There's
Deep
some
throat.
hoes in this house.
Deep throat.
Deep throat. I didn't know all these sign language. We learned it. We learned it. Mind you guys, everything we talk about will be on NolaJComedy.com. We have links to all the articles. Just in case we move too fast or you didn't understand what I was saying. I'm a little, a little lit because it's my Rose birthday, so I'm on one. But that's just because it's emotional for me. But anywho, go on the website, click on some of this, and please click on this sign language, the WAP, and watch the whole video because you're gonna learn sign language and things you didn't know.
It was impressive when she got into Megan's verse because she raps a little fast. So she was getting a little bit of workout with that sign language.
She was with Megan, and then she did something with the deep throat sign language.
That's what I said. I didn't even know.
I didn't even know that was a sign language. So yeah, you guys. So this will be on NolaJComedy.com. Check it out.
NolaJComedy.com/63.
63
for this week's episode.
Yep. You can get 63. You'll get all that, and you'll see it. Please watch it all in. Okay, real quick. Suave was not born when Jimmy Carter was a president. Jimmy Carter is the one who I think he invented peanut butter.
Yeah, George Washington.
He had a peanut farm. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was George Washington.
Jimmy Carter got something to do with peanut butter. But anyways, Willie Nelson, you know who Willie Nelson is, the country?
Yeah.
Okay, you know he smokes mad weed. So when Jimmy Carter was in the White House not making peanut butter, Willie Nelson came and visit, and his son smoked weed with him on the roof of the White House. I thought that was dope shit. I mean, that's some boomer shit. I brought up boomer shit, but I thought that was cool. Will Smith and the original dark-skinned Aunt Viv, see?
Vivian, yep.
Vivian will be in the reunion for the Fresh Prince. She said hell would freeze. It was a hell would freeze over before she would mess with Will Smith ever again. Yeah.
Well, it's cold as hell.
Well, it's cold than a mug.
Cause they smiling.
They smiling. If y'all look at this picture, they smiling. It'd be an article. They smiling. It looking like she was like, "Hey man,
everything I said, but I was just messing.
I was just mad at you because
I mean, COVID hit, put everything in perspective. I don't know what I was thinking.
She's so broke.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Will was like, Will gave her a price. That's all he did. But y'all can check it out. So, but I was happy to see that. I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know how
Is it like a reunion show? Is it a movie?
Vivs. So there's two on Vivs. There's the light skin one and the dark skin one. I don't know how they're gonna do the reunion.
Maybe one's on the beach and one's inside.
I don't know. Let's keep moving forward. I don't know. That's their issue to figure out.
So is it a musical? Like what?
I don't know.
It's a video game. Like how you?
My thing is, you can't. I mean, they did do it though. They started it well. They started out with Janet, and they went on with the other aunt. They got away with it because the show was so good. So I'm looking forward to that. It did. All jokes aside, I was happy to see that they worked whatever beef it was. That was cool. It was nice to see that. To be honest, that was a big shocker. I was like, damn, Will, you did it. Like, yeah, that was dope. The Last Dance with Michael Jordan. If you guys remember Last Dance, when he said he was listening to Kenny Lattimore 20 years ago.
With
now
no
Kenny
rhythm at all.
Lattimore is
I don't
making
know
mad
what song
music.
was at that BPM when he was
I don't know. He's making mad loot. There's
Googling them like
dude
crazy.
that was a sperm donor. He didn't produce 36 children, and someone discovered his identity. And his profile, he said he was like a Harvard graduate and a genius and all this good stuff.
160 IQ, something crazy.
Yeah, he was like, he said he was
looked like who did he look?
He looked like Tom Cruise.
Like Tom Cruise.
And in reality, he's been in the mental institution a few times. He hear voices.
He pleaded guilty to some armed
Yeah,
burglary or
something like that. So he got 36 children. So he got a lot of lawsuits. Can you imagine that? But I would never do anything like that. Like just go to a sperm donor. But to each his own. I'm not judging it. Do you? But whoa.
It's like the lotto.
Whoa. So they suing him. A health commissioner, she was a nice, sweet lady. She got she left and went to Washington. She's the one who gave us our COVID updates in Milwaukee or Wisconsin. I don't even know anymore. Milwaukee, I guess. I don't know how it works anymore.
Milwaukee was his own thing.
No, because it's like when they did the restrictions or lift stuff, 1 minute it was, okay, if you're in the suburbs. So I remember going to suburbs way before. Like we went to the Supreme Court to open up our bars, period. So when that happened, the suburbs opened up. Yeah. But Milwaukee was still like we not.
Yeah.
So I'm confused.
Yeah, the city operated on its own.
I'm confused. Thing. So anywho, she was our health commissioner. She had discrimination. I told you guys plenty of times, and I'm just saying it's facts. We are it's very racist here. It's very segregated, but doesn't mean anything. I still love the people I love. I kick it with the people I kick it with. I'm very diverse, and I have friends of all colors, so that doesn't mean anything. So anyway, she this is what happened. She got death threats and stuff because she made racism a public health crisis in Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. And it's the truth. It's the truth. And we're not making it up. It's the truth. It really is. Let's move on. So DMX, I don't know if you've been watching the Rough Riders. You don't watch... Okay, you guys, Suave does not watch any TV. No shows.
I don't get to a lot of stuff.
So I try to get him to watch some things that are relevant. He's not going to watch reality shit like I do.
Yeah.
He's not going to do that. But I try to get him to watch something. So, anywho, DMX, the Rough Riders, and No Limit on BET, they've been running their chronicles and stuff. I've been watching it. DMX has several personalities. He talked about it. I can't talk to you about it because you didn't watch it, so you have no clue. So,
but what are they? Earl Simmons and the Omen, and because I remember on his music he had multiple characters. I love my baby mama. I never let her go.
Yeah, he talks about all that. That's a video. It'll be on the my site. Okay, there's a lady who thought she was gonna get paid big time. We have life insurance policies. Some of them, most of them, you don't have to completely die. If you lose a limb, they pay for it. So this bitch cut off her arm to get $1 million, and she got busted. Now she's going to jail for 2 years, and she has no arm, and it was for her boyfriend.
Definitely went out on a limb with that one.
Louis Vuitton is making them full face masks, the clear ones.
Why not?
It's $1,000 though.
Hey, they buy them little man purses.
Why? No.
If
Las Vegas is a ghost town. It really is. There's no entertainment. I mean, there's comedy shows that they're underground.
there's Las
No one
Vegas
knows.
Raiders.
Las Vegas, yes. Las Vegas. So Las Vegas still a ghost town. It's scaring me. I hope by the time I get to my birthday, they get to phase 3. They're still in phase 2.1.
I have no idea what.
I don't
these
either,
phases
but I
are.
love what I say. It makes it sound like I really know what I'm talking about. I have no clue. But I know 4 is better than 2. So
Facts.
Vegas, I mean, the comedy shows are
Like
shut down,
double.
like the major ones, like Brad Garrett, Laugh Factory, all that shut down. I think they might no shut down, no entertainment. People are doing secret comedy shows. Rapper T.I. is in trouble for some fake cryptocurrency.
Was it fake?
That's what they say.
I think it was alleged, right?
No, he settled.
He went into
He
settlement.
settled. So it ain't
that was-
alleged.
that
No,
wasn't
he
alleged.
said that he was trying to help out people. He thought they was legit. He got into some mess and he settled.
Gotcha.
Period.
So he took the fall for
He
something he
settled.
was trying to do.
He said, I thought they was legit. I got in. He made money off it. He bought a Ferrari. He had a lot of shit off of this cryptocurrency after he told everybody to calm down and not spend so much.
But the only reason they even launched that investigation because he organized that blackout.
It doesn't matter. The shit was, he said it was jacked up.
Yep.
The versus battle, I did Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle. I loved it. It was the best. Patti LaBelle kept it real. They both 76 and 77. They kicked it. Dionne Warwick came out. They all had on pantsuits. It was, I guess when you get older, you rock pantsuits. I don't know.
Okay.
But Patti LaBelle was cracking me up because the teleprompter went on. That's how I know the verses was getting big. You know, the verses was just Instagram live.
No
and
script.
You call no script. Patty was pissed because the teleprompter wasn't working. She said, I don't remember these. You know how long ago I've been singing these songs? I don't remember these words.
Yeah.
I was dying laughing. I'm like, the verses has really come up. They got a teleprompter.
Karaoke their own shit at this point.
Something dope that's happening. Showtime is releasing the Comedy Store trailer. I'm excited. The Comedy Store is one of the famous comedies clubs in America and Los Angeles. Pauly Shore's mom and dad ran it. His mom had recently passed away. Pauly Shore, I always give him mad credit because he put me in a movie. And I worked with him. I love Pauly Shore.
Which one?
One Night Stand. Wait, one. Listen, man, you know.
All right, don't.
Right. You know I'm on one. So, the Comedy Store, Showtime, coming out in the beginning of October. It'd be really good. If people don't understand comedy, don't know comics or anything, it's a good thing to watch it. You get it. Some of the famous, the best came out of the Comedy Store. So that's dope. That's as real quick. Yeah, we might go over a little. Speaking of the Comedy Store, and we forgot this in sports, Uncle Richard's song is now playing for Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
It's no longer Hank Williams.
Yeah.
So it's Uncle Richard. That was dope. My Steelers was playing. Uncle Richard's song was playing. So that's super dope. And then my other story is back in the day, me and Pops coming to the Comedy Store, and Uncle Richard lived next door at the time of the High Regency. We used to always go there. Always. Like whenever I came to LA, go there.
In LA? Oh.
And Uncle Richard, we go upstairs. There was a big pool on the top. We had so much fun. And I tell this in my joke, and at one time he wouldn't let me come up because his makeup was on. So check out Comedy Store on Showtime. All right, we're gonna take one more break, and then we'll be back to finish this episode 63. The No Reason Podcast will be right back, so stay tuned. We are back. So we got a few more things we want to talk about before we get out of here. I know we talked about the Gladys Knight and LaBelle, Patti LaBelle verse battle, which was dope. Comedy Store. Um, Breonna Taylor's family, they reached a settlement with the city of Louisville, 12 million. I guess the largest payout. They'll do police reform. That's great and all. We still need justice. They need to arrest the police officers that killed her. Period.
Mm.
Period. That needs to go down. That settlement, it is what it is. Let's have some justice. Cardi B, I don't know if you care, Don Suave, but she's divorcing Offset.
I mean, it was bound to happen.
And then Samuel L. Jackson swears in 15 languages. What does he say in those 15
I think
languages?
I can guess what he said.
What swear word do you think he used in those 15 languages?
It wasn't damn. It wasn't jive turkey.
That's not even a swear. Ass, shit. What do you think he used?
Motherfucker.
There you go. 15 languages. You can. It'll be on the website. Nola J Comedy. You can watch the video of him doing it. And one of the big popular Halloween costumes of 2020. Guess what it is?
Like it's gonna be a Karen.
Karen.
Yikes.
They got the blonde wigs with the T-shirt that says, "I want to speak to your manager." They got a mask that transforms into a rage white woman.
What about the chick that called somebody?
That was Barbecue Becky. That's
Barbecue
Those
Becky.
were Becky's. Karen is on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Those were the Beckys. The Beckys was in for a minute. The Karens is